In this video, I want to show you another way of expressing quadratic expressions of this form in this form. Right, another method that is not by completing the square, and this method makes use of algebraic identities. Right, but before I do so, if you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Right, thank you in advance. Right, so let's go through a few steps that we have to follow. Right, in this method we'll be making use of the algebraic identities concepts. Right, so the first step is to form an identity of this form. You'll be given a quadratic expression in this form: ax plus b x plus c is equal to, okay, you'll be given this expression only. So you form an identity where this one will be identical to this expression. Right, then the next step is to expand the factorized side, and in this case the factorized side is the right hand side. This side, we expand this side so that it will be in this similar form. Right, the next step is to find the values of the constants k, g, and h by simply equating the coefficients of corresponding terms. These are the concepts of algebraic identities. Right, then the last thing is to substitute the values of h, k, and g into this expression. Then we'll be done. This method is a little bit longer than the method of completing the square, but it's very simple. Right, let's move on to our first example. We are given this one: complete the square for 3x squared plus 9x plus 4. Right, so we are going to let the whole of this expression be identical to an expression k factor of x plus g squared plus h. Right, so let's expand the right hand side. Let's expand this right hand side, and if we expand the right hand side, we find this expression. Right, now according to the concept of identities, since this one is an identity, the coefficient of x squared on the left hand side is equal to the coefficient of x squared on the other side. So we are saying in this case k is equal to 3, because k is the coefficient of x squared on the right hand side, 3 is the coefficient of x squared on the left hand side. So k is equal to 3. Done with k. Let's move on to the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x on the right hand side is 2gk, and on the left side it is 3. But in this case we can't solve for g since we don't have we are going to solve for g since we already have the value of k. K is 3, so we are going to substitute 3 here, then we divide by 3 both sides. We remain with 2g is equals to 3 after dividing by 3, because k is 3. Right, now dividing both sides by 2, g is equals to 3 over 2, which is 1,5, like this. Right, let's equate the constants now. The whole of this one is a constant. Kg squared plus h is a constant, as it is like this, and it is equal to 4 because the constant on the left hand side is 4. So we are going to equate the whole of this one to 4. We already have the value of g, we already have the value of k, so we are going to substitute those values like this. And if we substitute 3 for k, it will be 3 times 1.5 squared, and this simplifies to 6.75 plus h, which is equals to 4. Now taking 6.75 to the right hand side, we remain with h is equal to 4 minus 6.25, and 4 minus 6.75, sorry, and 4 minus 6.75 reduces to negative 2.75. Right, now that we have the value of h, the value of g, and the value of k, we can now substitute these values. The value for k here, the value of g here, the value of h here. So you can substitute these values back into this expression, and we find out that this quadratic expression on the left hand side is identical to this one, which is the same as the answer that we'll get after completing the square. Right, now here are the practice questions. You can practice with these questions. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our videos.